Hey there, it is Dusty Thunder with a story for you. This one is titled, My 29 Female Boyfriend, 35 Male, Yelled at Me for Wearing Pajamas. My boyfriend and I have been dating for 2 years, and in the beginning of our relationship, he has gotten angry at me for wearing pajamas or loungewear around the house. He says it feels like I'm not putting any effort for him.
Looks down, sees pajamas.
But I've told him I value comfort and practicality, and also I don't want to dirty my nicer clothes if I'm staying home all day. We still don't see eye to eye on this, but I've tried to compromise by wearing what makes me comfortable at home and dressing sexier when we go out together or when we're intimate. For the most part, this has worked. But there was an issue several weeks ago where he came home while I was half asleep, saw that I was wearing a tank top that had a stain on it, and woke me up to yell about how disgusting and disrespectful this was.
I would throw hands.
Hold up. Disrespectful to who?
To the bed.
He wasn't even there when she went to sleep. Look, you knew there was a chance that I was going to see that, and it's just gross. To clarify, this tank top was completely clean. It had been washed several times, but the stain just won't come out. I can't bring myself to throw out lightly stained or ripped clothes because it feels wasteful, and I try to repurpose them as pajamas. Today I came home a little after 9 p.m. I said hello to him, told him I'd join him in a second, and went to change into pajamas. He asked if I could stay wearing my regular clothes, and I told him I'd prefer not to, explaining that I was tired, uncomfortable, and in pain from period cramps, and continued changing. This angered him, and he said that it was disrespectful to wear my pajamas after he specifically asked me not to. He said that it was unfair that I wore cute clothes in front of everyone else all day just to wear grimy clothes in front of him, especially after he was kind enough to give me a ride to work and pick me up something from the store. He also argued that my outfit didn't look that uncomfortable.
You.
I think we're safe enough to go ahead and give the brozo now. That's safe, right? That's safe. He wants her to be a decoration that he can just look at. He's like, it is disrespectful to my eyeballs when you wear pajamas. First of all, brozo, if you don't find your partner hot in pajamas, that's a you problem. I tried to point out that the pajamas I changed into are clean, and it was hurtful to hear that he thinks I'm grimy and disgusting when I'm just wearing normal house clothes. I also tried to tell him that even if my clothes don't look that uncomfortable, I was. And again, I'm in pain from period cramps. I didn't even bother trying to explain that the only reason I dressed semi-nicely is because he's yelled at me and made me feel bad in the past for wearing comfortable clothing like leggings and hoodies. He just continued yelling, so I shut him down and went to bed. I just don't like feeling like I owe someone something pretty to look at, and that me looking attractive to him is more important than my physical comfort. This has been a point of contention multiple times in our relationship where he has pressured me to wear high heels or revealing clothing that I'm not comfortable with because it's what he likes. I also feel like he might be punishing me because I went out for dinner with a friend, another woman, and while out, a man approached us and tried to hit on both of us. I have compromised a lot on this issue, but how can I tell him my comfort in my own home is not something I am willing to compromise on?
You don't. You leave.
I feel like we need to bring Tater up to the main cam, the main stage for this one. What do you say? Which means we get to use the official Tater Thoughts button here. Ladies and gents, here she is. What's the spicy Tater opinion?
In my pajamas as I give feedback.
And you look hot.
With my sweatshirt and joggers. You, dude. Because women are not just something to look at or actual people who deserve comfort in our own home. I cannot imagine coming home after wearing a dress and heels all day and not getting the out of that outfit to be comfortable in my own home, and to have someone that you apparently live with sit there and judge you for wanting comfort over discomfort just so he can look at you and feel, I don't know, what is he even feeling? Like, just so he can look at you and be pleasing to his eyes? You. Like, that is not, I wouldn't, why are you in this relationship? And are you not exhausted after 2 years of dealing with this man child telling you what you can and cannot wear? Because this one snippet of your relationship exhausted the shit out of me. It made me realize that I needed to go put on my pajamas because I was so tired after reading what your life must be like all the time, because I can't handle it. I would, if somebody woke me up to tell me I had a stain on my clothes, because normally I drop shit on myself all the time, it would be woken up with a lot of this. And was probably pretty accurate.
Yeah. Yeah. I look, there have been several comments with the exact question that I have. What's he wearing?
I think.
And what does he go to bed in a tuxedo? Like, who is this guy?
I mean, to me, it just seems like it's a control tactic, right?
Yes,
I get to
it
control what you wear. I get to control what you look like. I get to control how you present yourself to the world. I get to control what you wear to bed. And once he has that, once you give him that control, what does he want control of next? Because it doesn't stop here. It doesn't stop with what you wear in your own home. It doesn't stop with what you wear out in public. It's going to keep going farther.
Yeah.
And like I say, whether or not the story is true, there are people like this. There are men and women that act like this. And if your partner is telling you that you're grimy and gross and disgusting because you want to be comfortable in your home, I mean, that's not a partner. That's just a bully. That's just someone who's insulting you.
Yeah.
That's someone who's trying to degrade you so that they can have control over you. And get the out of that and go somewhere where you can be comfortable in your pajamas.
This may also be straight up an incompatibility, because if, first of all, he sees nothing wrong with objectifying you all the time,
Right.
like you are purely a
Exhausting.
decoration to him, that is exhausting, and I'm sure it's hypocritical because he's not. Like, what is he wearing all the time? And are you looking at him? And he has this viewpoint of view where it's like, if I don't get an Insta boner every time I look at you, what's the point? I'm like,
That's not what a human being is for, just for that reason specifically. There's so much.
he's missing out. Like this is a superficial thing. This is a Tate-ish kind of bullshit thing that you shouldn't have to deal with.
Right.
How you've stuck around this long is mind-boggling to all of us here. But at the end of the day, like if he's wanting this life where you're going to be prim and proper and sexy all the time, and you value your comfort and practicality, that's an incompatibility. Like there's no compromise on his end. You have compromised quite a bit already. At this point, it is like either you are going to give in fully to his worldview here, or you are going to choose yourself and you are going to leave. So there's no sticking around and compromising here. Compromise only works if two people are willing to compromise. If one person is willing to compromise, that just means that you're getting steamrolled.
Right. I agree.
Boom.
Candace says, also perfect name.
That's you.
Love it.
Are you talking in the third person
No,
now?
I'm talking about Candace with an I. Says, if you can't handle me in PJs, you don't deserve me in heels. And I love that. That's so perfect. But then also Kelly W. on YouTube said, when I got married, my mom told me I need to look pretty all the time so my husband doesn't get bored and cheat on me.
And you know what? That's an old school mentality that exists, right? That mentality is still alive today, and this is proof. But that mentality is also attached to the a woman's job was to be the homemaker and the stay-at-home mom and look pretty all the time. Like that was her job, according to the world, right? Shit's changed, guys. Shit's changed a little bit.
A little. We get to wear comfort clothes now. It's a cool thing. You should try it, dude. Maybe if you remove the stick from your ass, you would actually be comfortable and you wouldn't feel like you need to control everything around you.
It's probably a fancy stick, though.
Super fancy.
Fancy.
It's like teakwood or something. Very cool. Trendy.